Our lesson in this session is all about torsion, mechanics of deformable bodies. So yours truly, your teacher for today. So ang pag-usapan natin is all about chapter 3 of mechanics of deformable bodies. And it's actually all about torsion. Ito yung ating topic for today. Malinaw ba yung boses ko mga anak? Dinig ba? Malakas ba yung boses ko? Hello? Malakas ba boses ni sir? Parang may hina mga boses ninyo. Hello, hello?
Okay
Sir,
lang
malakas
sir.
po.
Malakas po, sir.
Malakas naman ang
Okay
boses.
lang po sir, narinig.
Okay, let us proceed. So our lesson is all about chapter 3, torsion. Under ng subject natin na mechanics of deformable bodies. And ito yung ating mga objectives in this session. At the end of the lesson, the students should be able to know the basic concepts underlying torsion, know the basic concepts underlying flange bolt couplings, thin wall tubes, and shear flow. And for the third one, to solve worded problem related sa licensure examination ng ating civil engineering. So we have now the definitions of torsion. First definition, torsion is the twisting of an object due to an applied torque. Other definition of torque, yung torque na pinag-uusapan natin, actually ito yung moment of a force. So again, let me repeat the definition of torsion. Torsion is the twisting of an object due to an applied torque. So that was its first definition. Torsion is expressed in either the Pascal, an SI unit per newtons per square meter, or in pounds per square inch or PSI, while torque is expressed in Newton meters or foot-pound force. So yan ang mga units na meron tayo kapag torsion ang pinag-usapan. And of course also the torque na ang meaning is also moment of a force. Examples ng torsion. Given a plastic ruler, if twisted between both ends, the ruler is said to be in a state of torsion. Try nyo kumuha ng plastic ruler and then i-twist ninyo. Tendency niyan, baka mabali pa nga yan kapag tinwist natin. Okay, when we turn a key in a lock, the handle or shank of the key is actually also in torsion. Propeller shaft on a ship, also an example of torsion. Sa bahay na lang kapag naglalaba, kapag pinilipit mo yung damit para maalis yung bula or tubig, that is actually an application of torsion because there is an event of twisting by both ends. Malinaw ba ang definition ng torsion? Is it very clear kung paano ba ang ibig sabihin ng torsion, mga anak? So please respond while I'm asking.
Yes po, sir.
Okay, very good. So let's proceed. Applications again about torsion. A torsion spring is commonly used in clothespins, clipboards, swing down tailgates, and garage doors. Another application of torsion. Other application types include hinges, counterbalances, and lever returns. Sizes range from miniature using electronic devices to large torsion springs used in chair control units. So, ang dami palang importance ng torsion, especially sa applications nito in real life. So we have now the following torsion formulas. So let me enumerate them to you. First, we have the maximum shear stress due to torsion. So importante ang torsion pagdating sa shear stress, ano? Okay, this is a symbol for maximum shear, parang letter T. Or we have the shear maximum equals to TR over J. Wherein, ang ibig sabihin ng bawat variable na may meron tayo in that given formula, T, ito yung ating tinatawag na applied load. Okay? T. And then R is the outside radius, yung outer radius. So yung radius is kalahati ng diametro ng ating, for example, let's say we have a shop. Okay? Anong klaseng shop yan? Kinokonsidera natin yung kanyang outside radius. And then J, we have the polar moment of inertia. I think hindi na kayong mahihirapan regarding about moment of inertia kasi tapos na kayo ng statics of rigid bodies wherein you took the moment of inertia. Probably, I think nasa last topic ninyo yan si statics of rigid bodies. And then we also have the twist angle formula wherein theta is equals to TL over JG. Where L stands for the length of the shaft. Nakakita na ba kayo ng mga shaft? Alam nyo ba ang itsura ng shaft? Hello, class?
Yes po.
Okay. And then we have the G as the modulus of elasticity in shear. So kanina, naibigay ko lang ang ibig sabihin ng T and J. So yan naman ngayon ang para sa L at saka G ng ating mga formula, variables ng mga formulas natin. Then right after that, for solid shaft, when it comes to J, ano bang ibig sabihin ng J? Pakita ko ulit. Anong basa sa J? Pakibasa mo nga, Oliver L. Banani, anong ibig sabihin ng J?
Polar moment of inertia.
Okay, so polar moment of inertia. Now let's talk about the for solid shaft or solid shaft. Sa solid shaft, ang ating polar moment of inertia formula is pi d to the 4 over 32. So we have pi d to the 4 over 32 for a solid shaft. And for a hollow shaft, ibig sabihin may butas yan, no? So merong inner diameter and outside diameter tayo dyan na kinokonsidera kapag hollow ang given shaft. At siyempre may ibang formula yan sa paghahanap ng moment of inertia. J is equals to pi over 32 times the difference between the outside diameter square minus the square of the inner diameter of that given hollow shaft. So yan ang formula ng ating J. And now let us proceed to the power transmitted by a shaft. We also have this formula, P is equals to 2 pi times T times N. Okay, so ano bang ibig sabihin ng mga variables na may meron na naman tayo dito? Wherein N stands for the revolutions per minute or RPM. Kapag naka-encounter tayo ng mga problems, usually hindi naman binubuo yung mga wordings na yan o binibigay na ng abbreviation. RPM, ang ibig sabihin nun, revolutions per minute. So that's all about the power transmitted by a shaft formula. Now let's proceed. So let us have problem number 1 as our first example. So this is our example. What is the minimum diameter of a solid shaft? As you can see, in-highlight ko na kaagad ang solid shaft. Nakakulay white sa ating PowerPoint. Kanina, nung ibinigay ko yung mga formulas, nakita naman ninyo, ibinigay ko ang formula ng J para sa solid shaft at saka sa hollow shaft. Now, let me read the problem again. What is the minimum diameter of a solid shaft that will not twist through more than 3 degrees in a 6-meter length when subjected to a torque of 14 kilonewton meter. What maximum shearing stress is developed? So let us use for the value of G, 83 giganewton per meter square or gigapascal. So how do we solve the problem now? Paano natin hahanapin ang ating maximum shearing stress for that solid shock? Kanina, ibinigay ko yung formula ng maximum shearing stress. Am I right? So ano ba yung formula ng ating maximum shearing stress kung natatandaan nyo pa kanina na aking binigay sa screen sa ating discussion? Ano yung formula natin ng maximum shearing stress? Di ba kayo nagtitake down notes habang ibinabahagi ko yung mga yan sa inyo? Di ba maalala? So if you want, balikan natin. So ito yung formula ng ating maximum shear stress due to torsion. Di ba TR over J? And it was mentioned a while ago that ang given natin is a solid shock. So definitely kailangan natin ng formula ng maximum shear stress due to torsion and also for the solid shock ang value ng J. Pi over 32 d to the fourth power. Okay. Fast forward na natin. So this is how we solve the problem. For the solution, first, let me write the formula for the theta, which is equal to TL over JG. Okay? Di ba't may given angle? Ang sabi, a solid shock that will not twist through more than 3 degrees. Okay? In a 6-meter length when subjected to a torque of 14 kilonewton meter. Ang haba ng ating shock is 6 meters. And it is actually subjected to a force of 14 kilonewton meter. Now, the problem is, what is the minimum diameter of a solid shock that will not twist through more than 3 degrees? Okay. And the formula for J is equals to TL over theta G. Why? We have only transformed our formula kanina theta in terms of TL over JG. Now, ang hinahanap naman natin ngayon is the value for our moment of inertia, which is J. Kung titingnan natin yung ating mga given ang G, tama? That is 83 gigapascal. Given ang length, we have 6 meters. And then, given ang theta, we have 3 degrees. So, let's proceed. J stands for the polar moment of inertia, and we have to determine for the value of J. For solid shock, it was mentioned a while ago that our formula for solid shock is J is equals to pi over 32 d to the fourth power. So, anong discarding gagawin ko ngayon dyan sa formula ng ating J for solid shock? As we can see sa above, may formula din tayo ng J is equals to TL over theta G. Diba, binigay ko yung mga formula sa inyo kanina, yung twisted angle formula. Okay, can you still recall the twisted angle formula that I gave you? So let us play now with our formulas. The next thing to do or step is that I'm going to equate both values of J. First value ng J natin, TL over theta G. And then another formula for J is since solid shock yan, pi d to the 4 over 32, I'm going to equate the two values of J, which means we have J is equal to J. That is why we have arrived with this equation, pi d to the 4th power over 32 is equal to TL over theta G. Nakakasunod pa ba kayo? Naintindihan
Yes,
nyo ba
pa.
yung flow ng solution natin? Okay.
Yes, pa.
And then we can actually compute for the value of the diameter of the solid shock. by having this transform formula. So, paano tayo nakabuo ng formula na yan? Simple lang, pinag-equate natin ang dalawang values ng J. That is why we have now the fourth root of 32 over pi times TL over delta G as our formula for D. And then afterward, we have to substitute all the values that we have as givens. Substitution tayo. Yan, and we have it. So we have 32 over pi times 14,000 Newton meter. 14 kilonewton meter is also 14,000 Newton meter. Kinonvert ko lang ng Newton ang 14 kilonewton meter. And then, ano ba yung L? Given naman, 6 meters. Ito yung mga given natin, no? So, napakadali lang pala. So, nasaan ba yung pointer ko? 6 meters, this is our L. So, given yung L natin. And then, we have 14 kilonewton meter, given ang ating torque value. And then, what else? Given ang ating G. Ito siya. Which is 83 times 10 to the 9 Newton per square meter or 83 gigapascal. Kapag giga, ang ating scientific notation na ginagamit is always times 10 to the 9. Okay? Kung i-convert natin yan as exponential, 83 times 10 to the 9. Kung mega naman is times 10 to the 6. But in this case, we have gigapascal. And then we have 3 degrees. Take note of this. Going back to your trigonometry, when the given angle is said to be in degrees, all we have to do is to convert it into pi radian. In order to convert degrees to pi radian, we always need to multiply the given angle to pi over 180. Naalala niyo pa ba yung trigonometry ninyo? Ito kasi yung given
Yes,
nating
pa.
theta eh. So kailangan natin na ang 3 multiply ng pi over 180. So, ina-repress ko lang kayo sa inyong trigonometry. I think that is chapter 1 of trigonometry. Nung time na nasa angles pa lang tayo. Okay, proceed. ND is equals to 0.118 meters or 118 millimeters. Yan ang diametro ng ating solid shaft. Okay? Kaya lang, di pa tapos yung problem. Although nahanap na natin yung minimum diameter na ating hinahanap, that will not twist through more than 3 degrees. So yun yung safe diameter of the solid shaft wherein hindi mag-twist ng more than 3 degrees ang ating solid shaft. But what is the maximum shearing stress developed using G of 83 gigapascal? And with the aid of this diameter of the shaft, 118 millimeters in diameter. So maximum shearing stress developed, again, we will adopt our formula for the maximum shearing stress, and that is Tmax equals to PR over J. So wala na tayong problem dyan. Pwede na nating kalkulayin ang ating given problem. Malalaman na natin ang ating maximum shear. Yan. Okay, just try to imagine. Bakit tayo nag-arrive sa ganyang equation? Okay? First, analyze ko tutulungan ko kayo. Yung T, nilalight lang natin. Shear maximum is also the shear. Hindi ko na lang nilagay muna yung maximum para mabilis. The radius is also D over 2. Tama? Can you follow? Radius of any circular solid shaft is always equal to the diameter divided by 2. Klaro ba mga anak yung explanation ko?
Yes, pa.
Okay. And the J. Since solid shaft yan, ang value ng J natin is this one. That is why now we have arrived with this formula. 16t over pi dq, because if we're going to simplify this algebraically, we will arrive with this formula. Yung dalawang nakabilog yan. Ito at saka yun. Yan ang ating equation ngayon. Now, by direct substitution, malalaman na natin ang ating tinatawag na maximum shearing stress develop. And our final answer is 43.4 times 10 to the 6 Newton per square meter. Again, what is the other term for Newton per square meter? Anong unit yan? What is Newton per square meter unit? Are you still with me? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng Newton per square meter? Tagalan natin pinag-aaralan yan, naka-chapter 3 na tayo. Ano bang unit yan? Ibang tawag sa Newton per square meter.
Pascal po, sir.
Pascal. And yet, sinamahan pa ng times 10 to the 6. Kung aalisin ko yung times 10 to the 6.
Pascal po.
Okay, kung aalisin ko ngayon times 10 to the 6, i-convert ko uli ang unit na yan. Ano magiging basa natin? Another way of rewriting 43.4
Megapascal po.
Okay, megapascal. So, ang answer natin sa ating maximum shearing stress is 43.4 megapascal. So, very good, Sharibel. So, let's proceed. Okay, let us have another problem, and this is our problem number 2. A solid steel shaft, 5 meters long, is stressed to 60 megapascal when twisted through 4 degrees. So, na-stress daw ng dahil sa na-stress sa 60 megapascal when twisted through 4 degrees as our angle of twisted angle. Using G is equals to 83 megapascal as our value for G, then compute the shaft diameter. And then what power can be transmitted by the shaft at 20 RPS? Kanina may binigay ako RPM. Anong ibig sabihin kasi ng RPM?
Revolution per minute.
How about RPS? Sa palagay ninyo, anong ibig sabihin yan?
Revolution per second.
Okay, good try, Oliver. Correct? Okay, solid steel shaft tayo. Anong formula ng J kapag solid steel shaft? Di ba may formula ang J ng solid steel shaft or solid shaft? Ano ba yung binigay kong formula kanina? Naalala niyo ba? Plus,
Pi over 32 d raised to the 4th power.
okay, how about the twisted angle? Ano bang formula ng theta? Dapat naalala niyo lagi yan, hindi nakakalimutan yan. Dapat kabisaduhin niyo na kahit ngayon pa lang. Kahit nagsisimula pa lang. Ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng twisted angle? Ano bang formula na ginagamit natin sa twisted angle?
TL over GG po.
Okay, so na-mention ko yun kanina. Dapat umpisa ngayong araw na to, tinatandaan na ninyo yung mga formula na yan. So for our solution, we have the formula for the maximum twist. Theta is equal to TL over JG. Another term for twisted angle, we have it as the maximum twist. Hanggang dyan lang. Yan ang ibig sabihin ng maximum. So hindi ka na pwedeng lumampas sa twisting na yan, na angle na yan. And then, let me give you another term. If you have the maximum twist, we have also the maximum stress. That is equal to TR over JG. Now, kung kakailanganin nating i-compute at isolve ang problem na yan, yan ang panimula natin. Mula yung maximum twist, i-consider natin yung formula ng maximum twist at i-consider natin ang formula ng maximum stress. Sa palagay ninyo, bakit sa dalawang formulang yan ako nagsimula? Ano ba ang ibig kong gawin dyan? Bakit dyan ko sinimulan ang aking solusyon? Paki-analyze nga ninyo kung bakit ako nagsimula sa ganyang mga formulas. para ma-solve ko ang problem. Okay? Ano ba yung 5 meters sa problem natin? What is this 5 meters all about? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng 5 meters na yan? Ano yan? Anong role yan sa formula natin?
Length po.
The length. So we have the length. Ito yung length natin, no? Okay, how about the 60 megapascal? What is this? What is 60 megapascal in our given problem?
Force.
What? Pakiulit ang
Torque. Force.
ano ba ang unit ng torque? Mga anak, di ba kanina sa simula pa lang, sinabihan ko na kayo kung ano ba ang ibig sabihin ng torque. Sige nga kung naalala ninyo, anong ibig sabihin ng torque na aking minensyon kanina? If you are really listening to your teacher, may ibig sabihin ng torque. Paki-off yung audio. Okay, ano bang ibig sabihin ng torque? Anong ibig sabihin ng torque? Okay, let me change the question. Ano ngayon ang 60 megapascal? Okay, let me change the question. Ano ba ang unit kapag torque ang pinag-uusapan na na-mention ko sa introduction kanina? Kapag torque, ang meaning ng ang unit na ginagamit natin is what?
Newton meter.
Okay. Pero anong unit ng given natin?
Megapascal.
So ibig sabihin hindi yan torque sa unit pa lang, tama? So hindi yan torque. Ano yung
Maximum
60
stress.
megapascal? That is the maximum
Maximum
stress.
stress.
Okay. How about 4 degrees? Kailangan class marunong kayo magbasa ng mga given. Ano yung 4 degrees? So given yung L dito, no? Given ito. Yan. Okay. Ano yung 4 degrees? Ano bang ibig sabihin yan? If you are really good listener. Ano
Twisted
yung
angle po, sir.
twisted angle? Yan. Okay. Compute the shaft diameter. What power can be transmitted by the shaft at 20 RPS? What is 20 RPS? Ano bang ibig sabihin ng 20 RPS? Sa formula na ipinakita ko sa inyo kanina, anong variable yan? Anong tawag dyan? Anong bang variable ang 20 RPS? Pinaliwanag ko yun kanina sa inyo. Kailangan na focus kayo lagi kapag nagbibigay ako ng talk. Saan formula matatagpuan ng may RPS? Sa mga in-state kong formulas kanina.
Power transmitted by a shaft po, sir.
Okay, ano ang role ng 20 RPS? Anong letra yan doon sa formula?
N po.
Capital letter N. Now, what is 83 megapascal? Di ba ito yung G? Now, okay? Try natin. We have to compute for the shaft diameter. Okay? Kaya lang, sa formula natin, R ang maximum stress ang meron tayo. Tama? So, meaning to say is that we have to calculate first for the radius so that we can have the value of our diameter. Tama ba ako? Am I correct? We have to calculate first for the value of the radius so that we can have the value of the diameter, because diameter is simply equals to 2 times radius. Diba? Circular naman kasi yung plane shape ng ating shaft. Okay. Now, given the following data and formulas, how are we going to construct a relation between the maximum twist and maximum stress so that we can solve for the value of R? Anong makbang ang gagawin ko? Paki-analyze ninyo. Ayaw kong ibigay ng basta-basta lang ng solusyon. I-analyze nyo, anong gagawin ko? Paano ako makakabuo ng relationship between these two formulas? Buburay ko yung mga nakabilog para maintindihan yung mga nakasulat. Now, paano ako lilikha ng relation sa dalawang formula na yan? What do you think? Ano yung gagawin ko? Kailangan yung abilidad na ganito, taglayin ninyo hanggang makatapos kayo ng civil engineering para mahirap man ang exam, makukuha pa rin ninyo sa licensure examination. So, anong gagawin ko? Diskarte kayo. Any idea so that we can build a relationship between the two, given the maximum twist and the maximum stress? May relasyon ng twist at saka stress, ano? Sa realidad, may relationship yan. Kapag magaling kang mag-twist, bawas ang stress ni Mrs. sa bahay. Kasi magaling kang mag-twist, magaling kang mamilipit ng damit na matubig kapag naglalaba ka. So, bawas yung stress ni Mrs. kasi marirelax siya. Ikaw kasi yung naglalaba. So, may relationship ang twist at saka stress, no? Okay, sa engineering, sa problem natin, ano yung relationship ng dalawa? Paano tayo makakapag-construct ng relation sa formula na ibinigay ko yan? Anyone? Okay, sige na nga. Ito na. Bali tayo matapos. Okay, tandaan niyo ito ituturo ko sa inyo. Una, pansinin ko muna yung maximum twist. So, anong gagawin ko sa maximum twist? Twist ko muna yung formula din kasi maximum twist Iti-twist ko muna yung formula, transform ko muna through this way. T over J is equal to theta G over L. Okay, may int na kayo. Anong gagawin ko sa maximum stress? Sa palagay ninyo, anong bubuuin kong formula sa maximum stress? Ibinigay ko na yung sa maximum twist, kayo naman sa maximum stress. Anong hahanapin ko sa maximum stress? O, logic na yan. Duay, anong nakikita mong logic? Ibinigay ko yung formula ng twist. Tinis ko yung formula, inhanap ko ang value ng T over J na equal sa theta G over L. So, anong gagawin ko sa stress? Logic na yan.
Hanapin ko yung R.
Hindi yata. Huwag mo na maghanap ng R. Mag-construct muna tayo ng relasyon. Diba? Hindi ka makakapag-solve ng problem kung wala pang relation sa dalawang equation. And even into reality, we cannot solve problem without proper relation. Tama ba? Diyan.
Sir, di ba po kapag
Anong gagawin natin dyan? Logic na yan. Naku, kitang-kita na, hindi nyo pa ba mahanap? Ano ginawa ko sa maximum twist?
Ano po, sir? Makikita mo po dyan yung T over J.
O anong gagawin sa maximum stress? Sino yung nagsasalita?
Doon po sa maximum stress, sir.
Jeline ba yan?
Jeline po, sir.
Okay, sige lang, ituloy mo lang. Tama, sige. Ituloy mo lang. Ano yung formula?
Yes po. Ano po, sir? Di ba po sa maximum stress po, parang makikita mo rin po doon yung T over J. Bali,
Very
natitira
good.
na lang po yung R. Tsaka po yung...
Very good.
Tawag.
Nakikita yung T over J
Yung pong
sa
isa.
maximum stress. Pero ano yung proper way na itatransform ko yung formula dito sa left? Anong gagawin ko sa maximum stress? Paano ko i-write yung formula? so that we can construct a relation. Yun muna. Muna tayo mag-jump. Kailangan na
Maximum stress over R po.
maximum stress over R is equal to hello? Maximum stress over R is equal to what? Come on. Ano yan? Jeline yung kanina, no? Si Duway yung ngayon. No? Jeline, ano yung nasabi mo sa T over J? Kung hahanapin ko, palta ko yung talong, ano? Kung hahanapin ko ang value ng T over J sa maximum stress, anong value nito? Hello? Hello? Naku, 20 slides yan.
Yung pong R over maximum stress po ba yung tawag doon?
Oh, anong value ng T over J? Di ba baliktad? Anong value ng T over J? Maximum stress
Ano po, sir,
over?
yung R over maximum stress?
Di ba baliktad?